Hi, this is Raine Brown, and you are watching the 13th Wolfman. Woo! No, that's not. I'm just gonna scream. No, I'll break your ears. I'm not gonna howl. I'm not a wolf. I haven't been bitten yet. Sorry.
Hey, everybody, I'm the 13th Wolfman. You know what? I have Raine Brown sitting down with me. She's here. She's going to talk about everything. Welcome to Sit Down, Raine.
Hi, how you doing, Wolfie?
I'm doing great. We're just talking about music before we started the show, and she loves No Doubt, and I've got Oi in my head, you
Oi
know?
to the world.
Oi to the world.
Mm,
Yes. And it's so weird that that song would come up in my head like yesterday because it's not even the right time of the year.
no, no, it's just like okay,
Yeah.
randomness in your brain. It just drove you to it. Who knows?
I have like a rotating jukebox up here all the time. I mean, just constantly. I used to say to my friends, like, okay, guess what song's playing now?
You don't need iTunes then. You just
Yeah.
kind of can digital it in, right?
Yeah, they look at me and go, there's no way. I go, yeah, you're right. There's like a million songs up there. You have like a one in a million shot of getting it right. So let's get to you now. Now that we talked about that. Yes, you. So let's give the viewers a little background on who Rain is.
Well, I've been doing film for a very good number of years. I've done a lot of horror films, a lot of indie films, and I just do different projects that just speak to me. And we had for a while a good group of people who, oh, I'd be in this film with them, and then we kind of wind up in another film together. So it really worked because everyone, sort of started to know each other a little bit more. It's a small community in the horror world that you don't even realize. Everyone kind of knows this person who knows this person, and it keeps things nice though. It keeps things like, oh yeah, I know you from them, and I saw you in this. So it's really cool.
So you're what what's your what has been your favorite horror film to work on so far?
That's a really hard question.
I know it's a tough question, but I mean that I'm not saying that the other movies are bad.
No,
No,
no.
I'm just saying there might be that one movie where the magic was there every day and the people were just the best to work with and the camaraderie. You know, what movie was that?
Let me think. I mean, I've had a lot of really good experiences. I've been really lucky because on most of them they've been like that. I have to say, we did a film a couple years ago called "I Heart You," and I think part of the reason that that is one of the ones that is so special to me was, I really had a strong hand in it. Executive producer. We helped create the story. Billy Garbarina helped. We worked together on other projects, and we kind of came up with this concept. And we literally shot it in his hometown in New Mexico on a shoestring budget. And, like to see the project from beginning to end and, you know, work with all these cool people who I hadn't known. I only really knew Billy. He had a whole setup there. Um, and to really, see it, then see even the post-production side of it, which, I'm generally as an actor not involved at all, which in some ways is really fortunate because that's where the headaches come. But that one is really has a really good place in my heart because we really got to develop, the whole entire project.
Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, at what point in time in your life did you realize that I want to be an actress?
Um, I've always just been drawn to it. It was always something, the pretend aspect, the play aspect of it. And then, as I was in schools, I always knew I'll be in the plays and do that. And that was really nurtured, by some of my earlier teachers in schools. And, it just was like when I went on stage and, I don't know if anyone who, has a passion like that, it's just something snaps and clicks and you're just like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is what, like, there's a feeling that comes from it that you don't get anywhere else. And I just knew that no matter what, in some way or other, I have to continue to work on projects and act and find different, outlets for that and work on different things and that creativity.
Okay. Yeah, I've known a few people. My best friend, uh, and I've known him since high school. He is a theater actor, and that's always been one of his passions. He's always loved work. He still does theater today.
Mm-hmm.
He's always wanted to make movies. He's always said to me, he's like, "Well, you got all this knowledge. You and I should get together and we'll write a movie, make a movie." And I'm like, okay, when it happens, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still working on it, but
It's a lot of work. I mean,
I'm still working on the writing part. I want to
oh,
get it right.
all right, you gotta get the script together first then.
Yeah. Uh,
That's just the first part. It's like you don't even, it's like even the movie you're going, "Oh my God, how did they put this together?" There was so much work that went into that movie. Just even to get it, off the ground. I mean, and it's easier nowadays than ever with all, the
I was just
equipment and the, editing systems, but it's an effort to put a full movie together.
I was just gonna say with the editing systems alone. I mean, I edit my videos, and I have a editing software, and I love it. I now know how to do a lot of stuff I didn't know 2 3 years ago.
Mm. Yeah, and it's all, the technology is continues to keep being so much more user friendly, so much more easy to manage, which is great. It also, though, puts like a lot more competition into, the marketplace of movies because anyone could afford a camera pretty much, and then people can put it together. So that has been a definite shift too, because it's a different, people don't
It's a
buy
different
DVDs anymore. It's a
it's
different.
a different media all the same. I
Yeah.
mean, can you imagine if you wanted to shoot all your movies on 35? Yeah, I mean, you got to process it. You got to make sure it's processed right. Then you got to color correct everything. Then you got to go out and turn around and hope that the prints come out decent, and then put a movie together.
Try to edit it.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I
I
don't.
mean, I think I shot my very, very first film and they did do it. He was an old school guy and it wasn't the best film. I won't even say what it is. It was just not a really well film. It was funny. It was very ridiculous, but that was the only one on film. Everyone else now, I mean, you don't have the money, you don't have the time. Well, and it also, the quality isn't, so why, to me, unless you're a big studio, why are you dealing with all, that cumbersome issues? It's hard enough just trying to get it together. You don't want all that.
Big studios aren't even using the big cumbersome stuff anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's all hard drives now,
Hmm.
and it makes more sense. I can't believe that I'm saying this because 20 years ago, I was I was the guy that had 35 millimeter cameras, and I shot on film. And my another one of my friends said, they did Nikon just put out a digital camera.
I'm
Uh,
never gonna get the digital camera because
and
it
I,
sucks, right?
well, yeah, no, yeah, I was like, who's gonna want to do that? I go, there's so much fun in developing your own film, and
There's so much work in developing your own.
uh, 20 years later, I'm the guy on the other side now. I mean, I have digital video camera. I got my little GoPro sits right here on my desk. I have a couple of different digital video cameras. I would never go back to film.
I don't. I mean, it's so easy now, but I mean, I remember the first time I show up on set, and the DP pulled out like one of those Canon cameras, and I'm like, "What? Wait a sec," because it was, the red or I was used to the bigger camera, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" I was a little like, "No,
Well,
this is the newest technology." I'm like, "Well,
that's
I trust you guys, but this is odd. That's a,
that's a
shot
35
camera."
millimeter looking SLR camera. What?
Now, we have one now that we use for our projects, and it's like it's the quality is great. I mean, in terms of like even just the lighting of it, you have so much more. Um, Definitely, you
options.
don't have to worry about the lighting as much. I mean, there's so much
Right.
more freedom with it that you set it up easier with the shot. I mean, it's wonderful. I'm so excited with it.
That's so cool.
Mhm.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years? Are you, do you want to get behind the camera?
You know, I've done it a few times. Like I said, with the I Heart You project, I directed a short, which is called No Rest. I actually found someone put it up on YouTube, but go for it because it's a short, so I just want it out there. So that's great. And then I also wrote and directed a small indie kind of it's not a horror movie. I don't know what I would call it, but it's called Two Timing, and that's in the process of editing. So I don't, to be honest, I don't love being behind the camera. Like it's not my passion, but I love being able to do projects that like interest me. And, as an actor, you don't always have that opportunity. You audition and you hope you get the role that someone else created. And,
Right.
you hope that it's a role that you like and you can delve into. And again, I've been very lucky. I found a lot of those, but to be able to really have more control and more, I guess it's more like just the creativity of it is very interesting, but it's a lot more work. As I keep saying, it's a lot more work, and it's a balance because then sometimes, as an actor, it's really fun. You get to show up on set and I mean, for me, I'm professional, I'm on time, I work my hardest, but then I get to like stop thinking and goof off and, play with the other actors where, the crew never stops. The crew is on, the crew is going. And then again, talk about post production. And so sometimes, or most of the time when I have to do the other stuff, it does take a little bit of the I'm just a fun actor out of it for me. You know what I mean? So
Right.
um, it's a give and take. And I'd suggest any actor go behind the scenes for something. And we wouldn't have any issues with actors having attitude or actors, trying to control the set or doing any of that because you would see how hard it is for the entire crew to get through the shoot. When you get to set, I feel like you do have intense moments and it's tiring and exhausting as actor in a different way. But then you get to, oh well, I'll go off and tease this other guy and play because I don't have to be on for another 2 hours, and the guy, the camera guy's just there and he's just there. So, it's a wonderful experience, I think, for any actor to do. But I'm, I think I'm conflicted. I'm very conflicted about going behind. It's not my passion, but I do enjoy
Okay.
aspects of it.
So I know that you have a surprise announcement for people.
Yes. So, um, if anyone has been a fan of the cult movie 100 Tears, it was shot a few years ago. Um, just a little background. Uh, Joe Davison, writer, was star in it. Marcus Koch, he did all the effects. Very talented guys from Florida. Um, it had a really decent following. I got to play this awesome character. Um, kind of, I would almost compare it to sort of in the Harley Quinn style of character. That's one of my alter egos, definitely. And it did do very well. Like it had a little bit of a buzz and a following. And well, there's a script for a 200 Tears,
Ooh.
and it looks very promising, and everything's kind of in the works coming together. So hopefully, I can't say when. I can't say when anything will be out because I don't know. All I can say is that everyone is really on board. There should be a Kickstarter campaign very shortly coming up to help, additional funds to really get us going. And I'll definitely link that up on my Facebook. But it's really exciting because if you like the other one, and if you didn't see the other one, go see it because you want to be in the
Well,
loop, of course, of
you know
course.
what? If they didn't see the other one, let's show them the trailer
Okay, let's hit the trailer for 100 Tears. Get a little taste of where we're coming from.
You want to introduce it?
This is the trailer for 100 Tears. Get a taste before 200 Tears comes your way.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna shit my pants.
Come on, let's find him!
I love that movie, and I'm looking forward to 200 Tears. I
You
mean,
know, it's it's gonna be as it's
insane.
Tier was known for, yeah, it's insanity. It's the special effects guy Marcus loves blood, loves all that. So, and it has a good story, and the writer is one who loves characters. He's an actor himself, so it has everything. And I mean, again, Harley Quinn, like I said, she's my alter ego, and like not only was I crazy in the first movie, that gets added to tenfold in the second movie. So I'm just excited to start shooting this. So it's like I said, it's in the works. That's all I really can say, and not I don't know much more either.
Yeah, yeah.
We're still putting it together, but it is coming, so I'm very excited for it.
So it's in the works. I mean, that's the important thing. You hear that? They got 200 Tears, Well, not possibly. It's going to come out,
It's
but it's going to
coming.
come out.
It's
It's coming out in the future.
coming.
Other than Rain, we have no cast.
Nope. Well, the clown is back. I can say that. I think the clown is back. So, you know, we're back and we'll see what happens.
God. So there's a lot of clown horror films out lately. I mean, a lot. You know, do you have an aversion to clowns yourself? Because some people do.
You know, not specifically. Like, honestly, I didn't even know when I was little, I didn't even know it was a thing. Like, people were scared of clowns. It just, you know, I never cared either way for clowns.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like, oh, that's a thing at a birthday party or so, whatever. And, you know, as you get older and, you know, whatever, it was around, and then you just hear, I'm like, really? Clowns? I'm like, okay. And then I get it, you know, like the makeup and the hiding, but it's never been a personal, like, you know, paranoia
That's
of mine.
that's cool. I'm the same way. I can understand. You know, it's like, yeah, I actually I don't understand the fear of it myself. I
Okay.
do see that they don't like it, but I'm like, dude, it's a clown. They're supposed to be happy. They're supposed to come over and, you know, make you smile, make you laugh, you know, squirt you in the face with water, you know. I, I just don't get the fear of it.
I don't know. I don't know. To each their own, right? I don't know where it comes, like what part it comes in. Is it like
Yeah.
the mask of the clown, like that they're so covered, or I don't know.
Have you seen? Well, I was lucky enough to interview Billy Pond a while back, and he let me watch Circus of the Dead.
Oh, okay, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, that makes the creepy clown creepy.
Did it freak you? Did that?
Didn't freak me out, but they were creepy clowns.
Okay.
They're definitely not the person you want dating your daughter.
Yikes.
so, so what's next on the horizon besides 200 Tears?
Well, in the process of putting together another film. It's yet to be titled. This one, again, this is not, it's more of like an indie film. My boyfriend's company, Golden Shamrock Productions, is working to get it together. And again, it's in the process phase right now. I've been doing a lot of, like I said, more working on the editing for my other one, which is two timing, and just kind of seeing what comes next. So there's a lot of things kind of getting put together and gelling now. So hopefully there'll be finished products very soon in the future.
There's a lot of good indie horror out there right now too.
Hmm.
A lot. I mean, I really think this is the time for the indie worker. I you know, indie films have been around forever, and they really made a surgence in the 90s, but I think the 2000s are going to really be its time,
Yeah,
you know.
you don't need studios. You need these creative people who can really make interesting stories, not just a remake of something, and you know, get all these different brains together that come up with something that, like, you know, guys in suits in a room might just not create.
And Kickstarter and Indiegogo are really helping.
They are. They are. It's
I
amazing.
I mean, I see people asking for like 1/100th of what they make movies for in Hollywood. You know, it's like, oh yeah, we just want 60,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay. You know, I mean, if you can get everything together for that,
Yeah. I mean, that's, you know, the indie movie doesn't have, you know, freedom to spend on everything. And there's a lot of things that can be shaved off, and you know, cut corners and free locations, and you know,
favors called in.
exactly.
You
And
know.
it's definitely possible to do a decent movie for under $100,000. Now, it might not look exactly as sparkling and as a Hollywood movie, but you can get a quality movie with good writing, good characters that looks great. You know, you get the right people together. Yeah, no, it's an exciting time.
Would you ever go the studio route?
If they hired me, of course. I mean, you
Oh,
as an
just
actor, you always want to just work on whatever, you know, you can. I don't personally have anything against it. I prefer, obviously, movies that are more creative and more interesting. And but yeah, I mean, I'll hire me. That's what I'm kind of. I'm up for any type of project, any type of movie, any type of story, as long as it's interesting.
Yeah. No, I mean, I wasn't trying to insult you or them. I just know that there's some indie actors out there that, they want to stay indie,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
and then there's the other ones that, they want to, I want to start out in indie, but I want to become the next, said star.
hmm for me, it's hey, you're a star, great, whatever. It's for me. It's do I keep doing things that I like and am I interested in? And if I can do that, then I'm going to be a really happy girl. So if whatever star, not star, I don't know. Especially nowadays with all the craziness and the social media and everything, it kind of gets you. Well, what is a star? Someone who just puts themselves out and like poses on,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
me, that's, I mean, it's, I guess for the moment it can be interesting, but it's not, you know, it- it's not necessarily the route. It's like, well, am I enjoying what I'm doing? Am I doing something fun and creative? Then that's awesome.
And they say stardom is fleeting anyways, here
Mhm.
today, gone tomorrow
It's true.
type of thing,
It's true.
you know?
I always laugh if anyone complains about being famous. It's like, just stop. They'll forget about you. I mean, like, it's not that hard to have them. There's so many next, the next, the next. They'll forget about you. Don't complain. Don't
Give
worry.
somebody 5 minutes,
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, why can't this happen to people like Paris Hilton? Why
Uh,
can't you just go away?
Luckily, she's toned down, and it has died down a lot. But yeah, I mean, in this, especially at this time, you're always going to have the Paris Hiltons, the Kim Kardashians. I mean, people. There's something that I guess attracts people. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
personally watch the
I don't get
shows
it.
or anything, but there's some must be something in people that just wants to watch people be stupid. I don't know. I don't know.
So you did a movie a while back called Sculpture.
Yes, I did.
Can you talk a little
Um,
bit about it?
yes. Actually, it was shot in New Jersey. It was this crazy interesting script because I got to play a conflicted character. I got to play this girl who's an artist and she draws and she's trying to, find herself after her father died. But her father had been very abusive, very inappropriate, let's just say. So she's got a lot of baggage, a lot of scars, and she gets this art show and her brother, she's moving in with her brother, she's trying to get her life back together, and things start slowly unraveling for her. Like the past is catching up with her, and she becomes, I would say, she becomes even worse than her father. We'll just put it that way in what happens. And it's a strange character because in a lot of ways she's the villain. She's doing all the things that are, bloody and wrong, and but at the same time, the way the story is set up is you understand her reasons, you understand what's going on with her. I don't know, I hope people would sympathize with it, I don't know, but it's not like a straightforward, like, oh, evil person, that's it. It's more, you get the backstory, you see where she comes, you see how this all evolved, and you're going, oh shoot, that's, wow, that's wrong, what happened there? So it's a really cool story. I think we have the trailer for that one too. Is that the other one we had the
Yeah,
trailer for? Should we show the sculpture trailer?
let's show it.
Let's show the sculpture trailer.
Yes.
Go for it.
All right, this is Sculpture.
Frank Steele was a good man. He was a devoted husband and a loving father. As for his part on this earth, he will certainly be missed, but hopefully not forgotten.
Coming home could be the fresh start I've been looking for.
I would love more than anything for you to come home as. The attic is even still set up as an art studio from back when Mom was still alive.
Opening here in my gallery in October, and I'm looking for a real grabber.
I got a show coming up. I have no idea what I'm gonna do.
How about sculpting me my very own muscle man?
Do not fuck with my sister.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ashley Steele's The Perfect Man.
Well, there you go. I've seen Sculpture, so
Okay.
and I enjoyed it. I really did.
It's it's crazy.
Yeah, no, you know, when we find out the guests are coming on, we do our homework. You know, so it's fun to watch all this stuff. But I do want to thank you for coming on.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It was great.
I'll have you any other time too. You know, you're welcome back.
Thank you.
You're always welcome back. Yeah. So if people want to find you on social media, where can they find you?
My Facebook page, which is Raine Brown. I think it's Raine Brown Official. I don't even know the name, but it's me. It's the one with all the followers. There was a fake one actually, randomly, and I don't know why. I think we got that taken down. And then Twitter, and it's just at Raine Brown. So definitely, keep up with everything there. And like I said, the Kickstarter campaign for 200 Tears will be coming out soon. So, we'll need everyone's help. Anyone who liked that movie, let's go for this next movie. And yeah, definitely check out. I think there's some links up for you. And definitely, check out anything and let me know what you think. That'd be awesome.
So check out Sculpture, check out 100 Tears, check out the short, and go over to Kickstarter and donate.
Give money. Yeah. Give us your money.
Well, again, thank you for coming on. You're a lovely guest.
Thank you.
With that, I'm the 13th Wolfman. I'm on the prowl.
Good night.